Are you in sync with your true self, or is stress getting in the way of living a life that you truly love? Well, Lois Barth is a motivational coach, and she is back to tell us how to stress less and sparkle more. I like the sound of that, Lois.
Thank you,
nice
Teresa.
to have
I'm glad
you here.
You do. You're a little sparkly today, too.
Yeah, we're sparkly.
I love it.
And when you say sparkle, it's kind of an acronym. Well, it is an acronym.
A Loisism, of course.
Of course, it wouldn't be anything else. Break it down for us.
Sure. It's a source of power which is authentically rooted in what you know, what you love, and what you excel in.
Okay.
Because, Teresa, the way I see it is that we're all diamonds, and sometimes we just get a little dusty. We just have to polish off so we can reconnect with our sparkle.
Got it. So to do that, you need to kind of honor and nurture where you get that source of power.
Absolutely, absolutely. We talk a lot about this energy crisis in the world on a global level, but we often have energy crisis within us, and to really look at what is our source of power. Just like there's electric and natural gas and petro, as human beings, we have different sources of power. Some people it's nature, other people it's spirituality, relationships. I know for me, it's always about having a playful perspective. That's what really allows me to reconnect with my sparkle. And in fact, in one case, it actually made the difference between me landing one of the biggest contracts I've ever had.
Really?
Yeah, it was a large contract, and I was trying to get the contact person, the decision maker, and I finally reached him, and when he heard who it was, he said, "Oh, hi, it's you."
Oh,
I know, right? Very welcoming.
An odd reaction for someone like you, Lois.
And so I had a choice at that moment, and I said, you know what? I'm going to connect with my source of power, and of course, which is playfulness. So I responded. I said, "Hey, Dan, I'm feeling the love, dude. I'm feeling the love." And he started
kind
to
of
laugh.
lighten the mood a little bit, right?
He started to laugh, and as a result of that, the same guy who responded that way was the same gentleman that called me a night before Thanksgiving and said, "Congratulations, you got the job."
See?
So when
that could have been a deciding factor.
That could have been absolutely. You
right?
never know. So you never know, but it's your source of power.
It says be authentic with who you are, and that
Absolutely.
kind of is a perfect example.
Total example.
Trust what you know, what you love, and what you excel in, and get rid of all the rest.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, in terms of authenticity, I think it's really important. Often we learn what is authentic for us by what is inauthentic, and then we go, "Ooh, I should have said yes when I shouldn't say yes when I meant no," and to really look at that from that vantage point. I mean, just a brief example, I have a dear friend who at 50 years old, she had one of those great lives on paper and the good relationship and the job and friends, and just something didn't feel authentic for her. And at 50 years old, she uprooted her life, moved to a whole other part of the country.
Wow.
Got a job, wanted to be closer to nature. And Memorial Day weekend, she's going to be walking down the aisle with the love of her life.
Oh,
so happy
it doesn't matter when, though, right? It's never too late.
Exactly. It's just listening to yourself.
And when you say power, maybe another way to describe it, would you say motivation or something that kind of, maybe excites you, intrigues you?
Exactly. It's really, it could be a source of power. It could be what's authentic for you. I mean, one thing I tell my clients is start making a list of things that you're tolerating, you're putting up with, and that's kind of the gateway to really look at what would be more authentic for you.
Got it. Talk to me about sparkle parties.
Well, I'm so excited.
Me too. I like this.
Yeah, you got to come. You're an honorary sparkly. Sparkle parties are parties for women, sorry guys, and we gather together in community, and we bring in music and movement and collage work and some group process work for people to connect with their sparkle. And if anybody's interested, they could just email me, lois@loisbarth.com, and I'll give them all the information. We're going to have one in June.
Great.
So
we'll find our sparkle. Lois, thanks so much for being here. Of course, more information on Lois, you could also go to WTNH.com. Just click on Style and stay with us. More Style after the break. We'll be right back.